Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 37, Week 10, with your hosts, myself, Lee Wood.
Nick Taylor.
Mario.
Let's have a look at what's going on around the leagues this week and take our first look into the playoffs. Starting as ever with the GFL, we can see that the Dumber Mules make a statement win against the Mustangs here.
Gary Stevens, right?
Gary fucking Stevens.
Beach Breakers lost another one, which is always good. Hergadurga Hulk won.
Circle one.
The Wildcats beat up the Stars, which I think
That was our game of the week, right?
that was game of the week.
Because Simon objected to me calling that game of the week.
It's always nice seeing RJ lose, so I'll take it.
So, I'm not really no surprises by the looks of things, but
So what?
actually there is a surprise. Simon won by scoring 56 points. That's a pretty big surprise.
I think Gary fucking Stevens was trying to get first seed. He didn't manage it though.
So it gives us a relatively clear playoff picture. Yeah, the wild card was clear cut in both sides.
Yep.
Yeah, 7-3-6-4.
Yeah.
With the NFC East being Nick's
Wildcats.
personal favourite, 5-5.
Win it. 5-5 and a negative points differential. That's
and 4 wins in division as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's it. You just got to beat your divisional rivals. If you put all the losses on them, sorted. I like the way the Bulls are bottom and then the only one with the positive points differential.
The divisional champions, that one.
Who also won the most games out of division as well.
Yeah. Yeah. If they can beat the teams in division, they'll be sorted. But
yeah.
Maybe that's a schedule thing, though. So
I think they ballsed it up.
Yeah.
For the first time, shall we look at the playoff previews?
Let's go for it.
Armadillos, Blaze, Hergadurga, Hulk, Beach Breakers, Rockets, Lightning.
This is the one time I'm actually going to be hoping Gary wins for a change. Don't know how I feel about that, but
are you not happy, Simon? Are you not happy?
I'm never happy, though.
True. I'm trying to remember how
the
this
Rockets
works.
at the Lightning is quite a cool one. Just play another divisional game, why don't you? Okay then.
This one.
He's blazing.
Yes.
This one.
Blaze Armadillos is also another divisional game, so
it is. Yeah.
Oh, I've got
fun. This one's tough.
Up here? I've forgotten how to do this. It's been so long. I think we'll get a big, nice, giant arrow apparently with that one.
Nicholas T.
You're not using the stamp.
Yeah, I clicked on the one. That's a better one. There we go. Question.
Oh, you obviously missed a question mark again.
Don't know how I feel about this Beach Breakers whole game.
Are you changing your votes, Simon?
No, I'm just trying to get rid of my arrow, but I couldn't.
Can I go all home? No, I can't go all home teams. Well,
I mean,
are losing.
You could, but you know.
Even
so no one likes the Armadillos. No one likes the Dillos.
They do have the best logo.
Yes, that is true.
Armadillos.
But that's like divisional match against a team that's beaten them seems
so
not one I want to back.
We'll move on from here, and of course we have our patented league table ready for next time, I'm sure.
Yeah. We don't need one this week. This is the only week where we're tied with Simon before he wins. So.
True.
Game, shouldn't I?
Onto the Atlantic.
Onto the GFL again.
This is the GFL.
No,
is classic.
onto the Atlantic.
Classically, we're driving there.
But I think the best thing with the GFLA is if you can find the Stampede Avalanche game, go read the comment in that one. Oh. Johnny certainly had some fun.
I've enjoyed your motivation, coach, this season. You were so happy back in week 1.
It was pretty savage.
Fair enough.
Oh, did someone go for the motivation coach just to screw over Johnny? I like that.
Yeah. Avalanche
That's like the most useless move ever.
The Avalanche certainly went for it this week. So.
You managed to lose the Magpies, Nick.
Because they're rivals, doesn't it mean that low motivation doesn't even do anything in their particular game?
Yep. If they're bitter.
So that's just like, that's real like stupidity, but I love it. Love it, Matt.
I love the comment, to be fair, as well. Like,
I love the passive aggressive comment as well. It all just adds up beautifully. More of that, please, everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
I got smashed by the Magpies defense. Way too good. 6 turnovers. Savage.
Redcoats lost, which was my into the playoffs.
You also lost.
Yes. Sandbaggers won against the Spartans. Can anybody remember what game of the week was there? It was Magpie Scorpions, wasn't it? Okay, let's have a look at what that's done to the standings.
The forgotten heroes are no longer forgotten. That's all I have to say.
No, they push you out the playoffs, don't they?
They beat me in the Stampede on the points differential.
Yep. So you were a winning in.
Yeah, I mean, drawing in. Could have got a draw.
Yeah. And then the Meerkats make it from this side, which I don't think any of us called.
I didn't see that coming.
Nobody saw that coming.
No one expects the Meerkats to make it.
Let's take a look at the playoff picture.
Three teams from the CFC North.
I think that's where I'm going. I'm actually expecting some upsets, some away wins.
Need my question mark back. Come back, question mark.
You can see that the GMs weren't ready for the Meerkats to make the playoffs because the preview for that game isn't actually available. Simon's refusing to choose any other games, so he's just taking his time to choose.
Just thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about
this is how you do well, Lee. Just saying.
Yeah, but this entire podcast isn't about thinking.
No, it's about winning this, as far as I'm concerned. Everything else is inconsequential. I wait the whole season just to win this.
That's fair. To be, in all fairness, that is life goals, right? Okay, let's go with that.
We're quite in agreement here, which is interesting.
I thought the top one was tough.
I think the top two are tough.
Yeah,
tougher than the bottom two.
I think the Blues have an upset in them. I'm not sure the Spartans is the upset they can make happen though.
You never know though. They do
No.
look good.
But...
all the teams bar the Meerkats look pretty good.
And then on to the Big Sky.
Isn't this a point where we just don't bother?
It's the most interesting week, though.
No, because exactly.
Oh, because no rivets.
Rivets can't win.
Exactly.
This
The
week.
Rivets
No rivet
cannot
week.
win week 11.
We love a no rivet week.
Are the rivets like? Have the rivets ever won in week 11?
No idea.
We must
I've
have
not
at some
lost for
point.
God knows how long. So I actually can't remember what I was even game of the week this one. No clue at all.
You always make it the rivets.
Normally I do. I don't think I did this time.
I mean, if we called the generals rapiers as game of the week, that would have been a good one.
I mean,
Yeah, we
that
did.
might have been it.
Yeah,
It
of course we
was
did.
something similar to that.
I mean, we're just going to wreck on it that we did, right?
Oh, of course, yeah.
The
That's
big
all that
problem with
matters.
the Big Sky is because the rivets are there, it makes it very difficult to remember the other teams that are good.
It makes it very difficult to care, Nick. That's the big problem.
Let's
don't
see
wanna
what
sound
that did to
harsh,
the
but it's-
standings.
It is what it is. Well, the rivets were only 10-0 team, so there's that.
Yeah.
And the
Gar-
rapiers make it no.
Gary
Right.
fucking Stevens made it though.
Wait, do the maroons make it over the rapiers?
Maroons make it over the rapiers, yeah.
That is more unfortunate than me missing out. 4 points is it's rough. So
Especially because Maroons made up. I don't know, the Maroons had a lead, didn't they? And it was about them not losing too badly to the rivets.
yeah, we were talking about it. It had to be like a however many point swing between. I
Yeah.
can't remember. Was it them and the Rough Riders we were talking about? But then the
Probably.
rapiers seem to have been there or thereabouts as well.
The Rough Riders were always screwed because the Rapiers had a better divisional record.
Hmm.
I think this is what we called.
I was, but I think we expected the Rapiers to. No, actually,
Just
we
trying
weren't
to
sure how much the Maroons would lose by. I think we called the Maroons
Yeah, it
going
was-
through by the skin of their teeth. I think.
Yeah,
Yes,
the-
because
that's right.
Conrad didn't have to play.
That's the thing. It was Maroons losing to the Rivets and how much the Rapiers beat the Generals, was it, or lost?
But if the Rapiers beat the Generals, they were through. That was
that was the one.
the
Yeah.
one big kind of like confusing bit.
There was potential for big losses on both sides, I guess. So. Yeah.
And then the 66ers and the Fire on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, Buccaneers had too big a points differential to make it. I think we called that as well. LFC North, everyone's on 5-5 or better. Cool.
Let's
If
take a
Rushmore's were good in their division, then they'd be far better off.
the most interesting week the Big Sky will see.
Is that because we don't have a clue who's playing in any of these games as well?
This one,
There's no free wins.
This
Where's the
one.
rivets?
this one, this one. Milton Bradley. The thing is next week's the week where Simon just goes, all the home teams are going to win.
Well,
Don't always do that.
Next week is pretty easy for home teams. I feel like next week the gap is way wider than this week.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. The Sharks logo being backwards is messing with my head.
Then just call them the One Wreck Sharks then.
I think I've got to go with the Sharks. It's hard to set a shark on fire, so
Anyone can, Berlin can.
we'll go with the Sharks.
Fair enough. And then on to the Continental. Bombers, Hangers, few points there.
Badgers.
Angels 1, Badgers 1.
Zulus lost to the Westies. Was that our game of the week?
I think it was Zulus
was now.
Westies.
certainly up there. Although I'm sure Simon mentioned the Angels at some point during that. So
Obviously, game of the week then.
Let's see what that did to the standings. Oh, the St. Louis Spartans made the playoffs.
they're not the Sun. They're
Yeah.
Okay,
S-
the
the ST
the
Louis-
special teams, Louis Spartans.
exactly.
Angels make the playoffs, and then Destruction.
Yeah, Zulus are unfortunate. 7-3, not making the playoffs.
That's rare, very rare.
Good points differential as well, but you'd kind of expect that with a 7-3 record.
It's madness that a 7-3 is not making it.
Well, their 2 losses are like the Westies and, well, 2 of their 3 losses, sorry, the
Yeah.
Westies, right?
Then from the RFC, it's the Highlanders and the Highland Renegades.
They're AA Masters.
So yeah, the Zulus' losses were 2 against the Westies and 1 against Dublin Thunder. It's rough beats.
Thunder.
It's very rough. You lose those and you don't make the playoffs.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. Highland Renegaders and the Green Bay Highlanders have both made it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out who the best in the Highlands really is.
There can only be one.
Unfortunately, they're not playing each other because that would have been a real ding-dong battle.
Oh, Lee's just being annoying then. Moving the screen on me and everything.
Good. As much as I want to see the Highland Renegades against the Green Bay Highlanders, I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it is either. Are we actually perfectly in step on this?
It looks that way.
That's quite funny.
Yeah,
I
fair.
hope we're right.
Well, we're all getting the same amount of points.
I like to think of Green Bay as the Brexiteers with that logo. It just looks like a car sticker.
GB News.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, on to the Delta.
Deltoid.
There's some big news in the Delta this week as well. Somehow I managed to win, which is also
That is
always
big
news.
news, to be fair.
And you won as well, Simon.
Yeah, that was
That's
surprise.
actually the bigger news.
Big surprise there.
And Cougars won, so game on.
That is true.
Game on. Get your game on. Sandbagger's got a sandbag.
Lone Stars won.
Yeah, Lone Star's beating the Warriors by 2 points.
The WordPress Warriors. And still not making the playoffs.
Colts beat the York Centurions.
Centurions.
I'm
beat
assuming it's because
Rest or
York
something.
rested.
Yeah,
I
I suspect
remember.
so.
Exactly. But
Hammer Sharks lost. They must have left their running back on the bench.
interestingly, if the Centurions did rest, if they'd won, the Sunblazers also lost. So they could have taken second seed.
Could have.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
What you should do is go to the playoff picture there. That's the best bit to go to.
Playoff picture.
Yeah, you want to scroll down and click the playoff picture.
Well,
There you
because
go.
of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we can get the same thing from looking at this.
I know, but you get it nice and the number 1 next to it there, which is better.
Yeah, Simon being the number 1 seed has rocked the Delta community to its very core.
Well,
I
to
didn't
be
think so.
fair,
To be fair.
Cougars are going to take them out, so it's fine.
Yeah, that is also true. At least it means they have to get through someone else before they can get to me.
Yep. Got to do some hard graft.
Can we see a Simon GFC championship game?
That would be the best.
Right. Simon Bowl 87.
The best thing is because I'm first seed and the Cougars are 6th seed, I don't think
play
I
in the
play
next
them
round?
until the championship game. Actually, no, I get
You
as
play
the
if
best
they-
top seed,
if
I
they-
get them.
yeah. You
I'm
get the
guaranteed to
next
get them
round,
because they're
right,
the
if they
worst
win.
seed. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Of course.
You
So I'm
need-
going
you
out
need
to
them
the
You
Cougars
need
next
them
week.
to lose.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Well, they're playing this 49ers, right?
True.
Tough game.
The weirdest thing for me is this is probably the worst. It's probably the worst roster I've made the playoffs with, and I'm at 1 seed. I'm very confused.
I mean, to be fair,
I'll take it.
in the VFC East, they're probably the worst records I've seen for that division, and they're all
But
through to the
Yeah.
playoffs.
I mean, there's been a few years where we've spoken about that division being so strong. 3 teams have gone through.
Yeah.
This year they've still got 3 teams through, but 2
Yeah.
of them are shite.
Yeah, I feel like it was a big opportunity for someone else to make the playoffs
Mm.
because of that. But Mariners did a little worse than I expected. Thought they'd be a bit better. Maybe
Yeah.
it looks like their defense has taken a bit of a pounding there. So.
Let's look at the playoff previews. I mean, you are lucky, Simon.
Oh,
The Cougars are playing the 49ers, who are winning the bowl. So Simon Bolt, 49ers, Dover Titans, York Centurions.
Mm.
The one time Simon wants to be wrong.
To be fair, they have played before, haven't they?
Know about this top game. Coin flip scenario.
That top one is a massive coin flip.
I just want the Simon Bowl to happen.
If it's a coin flip, you could go home field advantage, right? That's the way I operate.
That feels sensible.
I'm out on my own with the Dover Titans. Interesting.
I'm torn. Do I? Which I don't want to select anyone in Metros versus Worley.
Hope for the Simon Bowl. As I say, home field advantage was my tiebreaker.
That seemed reasonable. But no.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I don't fancy the Titans to win, but you know more than I do about the Delta.
I think Worley just have like injuries up the wazoo, if I remember rightly.
On to the MPR.
I haven't looked that far into these things.
Because I play in the league, you tend to know these things.
Yeah.
That does help.
Well, that's
Griffins, Red Bulls.
Knowing those comments on games, I've only read the games in the Atlantic. So look at that Seahawks Gorillas game. Bloody hell.
Seahawks, Gorillas.
51-70. Third from the bottom.
That's some points.
Are you the angels in disguise?
Boise.
Boise.
Boise with the win. Kings beat the Texans. That might have playoff implications.
Let's have a look at the standings. The standings.
Texans
missed out.
They lost that.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Another
Boise.
7-3 missing out.
Boise.
Yeah.
Boise. Then for the other side, an 8-2. Then we drop into 6-4. Yeah, it's clear cut.
I think I don't know about the Thunder, but obviously if the Griffins, Jaguars, and Jacksonville High Hunters are 3 good teams, so not hugely surprising. Whoever's playing the Red Bulls, worked out the maths, is probably got a tough ride.
Oh yeah.
Well, they got a rough ride.
It will
that'll be the other side of the draw.
It'll be 4th seed.
It'll be the Thunder, right? No, the Jaguars.
Yeah, it'll be the Jags.
They've got the rough end of the stick there. Blue Moon are no slouches. They'll probably give the Thunder a good game. Good game, good game.
Good game, good game.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the playoff previews.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, that one's easy. Yeah.
Added sound effects.
Sorry, Jaguars.
The other games are all pretty tough.
They are some of the tougher ones.
Monarchs. I guess you could go Monarchs because they're beating Boise each time.
I've backed Boise before and I've been burnt, so
Go Gamblers. Gamble on the Gamblers. The Thunder Blue Moon, I don't really know. Blue Moon looked good.
I literally have taken your hype talking of the Blue Moon, and that's why I've backed them.
Blue Moon beat them by 3 points in regular season, so Blue Moon's losses are like Griffins and High Hunters and 2 others.
Are all teams with buys.
They did lose to the Claymores though, so Claymores and the Tigers. Let's go Thunder.
Okay.
Thunder.
On to the last piece of business I think we have for the day.
Is it hats time?
Of course it's hats time. How can we not review the hats?
The hats are back.
We have a vacancy in the GFL.
Quaking in their boots.
We'll get some idiot join us.
Boo.
You do realize we all get sent a ballot to choose whether we want the person or not.
Sweet. That doesn't surprise me at all. Would explain why I've never been offered a GFL team.
I never will.
Too many people vetoing me.
Oh, I have a master veto.
Yep.
It's one black mark and yeah, you're gone.
I'm surprised Corey's leaving.
Are you?
I can't remember when he joined. Nick, 2 Empire teams are up, man.
Monarchs.
It's been a couple of years.
Oof. Problem is my team is actually in a reasonable spot going into not rebuild but refresh mode, so I'm not sure I can leave the Scorpions at this point.
It's pretty good uptake for the first week of resubs.
Yeah.
With
The
the-
Atlantic is doing very well, as is the GFL.
Yep, they're the
Usually they're
two
lagging behind
leading.
a little bit. Normally the Delta's way ahead.
I think the Big Sky was the first to close last year, I think.
Who's winning this year?
GFL and Atlantic at the minute.
Yeah, that's surprising.
Yeah, Continental.
The Delta's doing really badly, isn't it?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
going on in the Delta?
I do feel all those coaches, all the coaches, are a bit questionable in that list.
The first list.
Metros, Robert Barons.
Well, to be fair, the grey hats have indicated they're staying, right, at least.
True.
Whereas the dusty hats, we just don't know.
It's the Dave Russell status. He always sits there for God knows how long, when everyone knows he's resubscribing.
It's because he refuses to pay the early bird rate because he thinks he wants to pay the most he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks break.
Yeah, no games until the new year. Now we've had the last games of 2023. We're looking at 2024, so we get a nice break to rest and recuperate. Simon looks sad about this. Any closing thoughts from anybody?
Good luck for the playoffs, everyone that's in it.
Yeah, good luck for everyone who want to win.
Yeah, good luck.
Eric.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all.
Indeed.